Now, there's no question that FFA makes a positive impact on the lives of its members. We've got a look at the Arkansas FFA Association and a camp that plays a significant role in the state.
The Arkansas FFA Association was chartered in 1928. From the beginning, all of the chapters across the state have been dedicated to making a positive difference in the lives of students by developing their potential for premier leadership, personal growth, and career success through agricultural education.
This is an organization for students of any background, any interests, and we want to be an all-inclusive organization. And so if we have students interested in technology, medicine, chemistry, forestry, any type of the sciences, students that want to go into business, students that want to go into law, we welcome all of those students to be part of our FFA programs because the basic leadership and personal development skills that they're going to learn are going to be helpful in all of those careers.
Agriculture has a $16 billion impact on Arkansas's economy. It's our largest sector of the economy in Arkansas, and we think that we play a pretty critical role in that. We're preparing the future workers, the future leaders, the ones that are going to be making the decisions, whether that be policy or on the farm.
A key to the FFA in Arkansas is it helps them learn that everybody's the same when it comes down to it. We all treasure the same values, we all treasure the same life experiences, and that's why FFA is important in Arkansas.
Families benefit from people who have work ethic and character strengths that make good people, and FFA builds that. So families are stronger, communities are stronger, corporations are stronger. So we don't just contribute leadership for the ag industry, I just see us making Arkansas a better place.
For almost a century, the Arkansas FFA has called Camp Couchdale home. Nestled along the banks of Lake Catherine, southeast of Hot Springs, the camp gives FFA members a place to visit and create lasting memories.
Camp Couchdale has a really neat history. It began really in 1929 when a group of ag teachers brought a bunch of boys here to the banks of Lake Catherine, and a man named Harvey Couch in 1931 actually ended up deeding 31 acres to the Arkansas FFA, and it's grown since then. We now have about 75 acres that we own exclusively. The neat thing too about our property is that so many of the structures are original structures, or there are pieces of the original structures that you can still see there.
I think that Camp Couchdale for us as state officers is just a huge learning place because we have all of these resources here to teach us and to make us better leaders, and Camp Couchdale is really where those come together for us.
More than 1 million youth have spent time at Camp Couchdale for various conferences that promote leadership and personal growth.
Each school year we have about 1,800 kids that just participate in leadership development events here at camp. And I think what we see and what we know happens here at Couchdale is it's a fertile ground for developing leaders.
When we go to those leadership development events, I encourage my students to talk to the members from the other schools that you see there, because they're going to have an FFA experience that's going to be the same as yours in some way, but totally different in other ways. And it's a great way for them to get a better exposure and a better idea of what FFA as a whole has to offer, and to see some of the other opportunities other than what we offer at our chapter, to be able to have a better understanding.
I just love Camp Couchdale so much because so many members come here and it just impacts so many memories on them. And as a state officer, I get to be a part of those memories. So I know so many members from across the state that'll come up to me and they'll be like, that one time at camp this summer, and it just makes you happy to know that Camp Couchdale and myself had a happy memory that had an effect on them that will maybe change their future in some way.
The Arkansas FFA prides itself on helping members expand their talents and explore their interests in a broad range of career pathways. The program also helps students develop the tools they need to prepare for future leadership roles.
The future leaders that we grow in FFA are going to change Arkansas someday. Not just Arkansas agriculture, but if you're an FFA member and you can go off and be a doctor, but you're going to be a better doctor because you are an FFA member in high school. Because we don't just create agriculturalists, We create leaders and speakers and communicators. And being able to do that in any job is going to make you successful, and more successful youth means a more successful Arkansas.
FFA is important because it grows leaders across our state and across our nation. It really inspires kids on what they want to do with their future and their career, and I think it's so beneficial to any kid, whether you grew up on a farm or you grew up in the city.
So my time in FFA is unmatched. I would go back and do it all over again if I could. I had some of the best times of my life with the people that I've met, the people that I got to fellowship with. Without FFA, I wouldn't have the work ethic and the drive for ag that I do, and the value of being in FFA and being involved with with the organization itself is priceless.
In Arkansas, I'm Brad Buller reporting for NCBA's Cattlemen to Cattlemen.